Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if you caught that, but I was just cracking myself up over here. So, what happened today is I had a live scheduled in a group with 500,000 people, and I was just super like, "Ah!" But I knew I needed to do it, right? Because I have this big vision for the world and I'm doing these connection events and people they need to know about them so that if they feel called to connect, that's actually the name of it, that they can attend, right? And the last one was so much fun. And so I scheduled this live and I decided to talk about the power of synergistic collaborations because it's like what's your area of expertise and what can you teach people about, and my thing is like collaborating and connection. So I was like, well, this makes perfect sense. I can absolutely talk about it. And I happen to have an event coming up tomorrow that is about synergistic collaborations. Now, I've been a connector for a long time. I did not realize it, but what I'm doing now, my passion is spirituality and personal development. I've been on my own journey of finding myself, finding my authentic self and embracing it. I'm writing a book about it. So that's why I'm laughing to myself in my head that you can't hear because my book right here says how to find and embrace your authentic self. That's what I have been doing. That's what I'm still doing in this journey now. And I'm sharing it with the world. That's what I meant. That's one of my purposes is to share it and connect people to the information, the events, the resources, and the other people that they need on their own journey. One of the ways that I'm doing that right now is creating my own connection events. So, in getting the word out for this event or promoting it and marketing it, I stepped out of my comfort zone. I love doing videos and I love doing lives, but when you see that it's an audience of potentially 500,000 people, you're like, whoa, this is scary. And I want to give a shout out because I had some of my people who are in my synergistic collaboration circle come and support me. And that is literally what helped me to get over the hump of being able to get it done. So it inspired me to actually get on and do a bunch of live videos today by myself. I hit up Instagram. Now I'm on YouTube right now, Facebook. It's going to be on LinkedIn. I'm like, let's just get it out everywhere, right? And that's the cool thing is when you step out of your comfort zone, it just makes it less scary. Now I'm like, oh, I'll go live all the time. My last live was 20 minutes. It felt like no time had passed, and hopefully, someone will get some information from it. And I do, I trust in the universe that when people need information, somehow or another, it will find its way to them. And that's how people find me all the time. Like they don't know how they found me, or maybe we're connected. We haven't spoken like 10 years, and all of a sudden you watch a live and you're like, whoa, like that is exactly what I needed to hear today. And that's why I'm here. I'm a channel for the universe. So, anyways, I want to talk today about the power of synergistic collaborations and why, as an entrepreneur or just even in life in general, that you should be open to them and you should be seeking them. So, what I'll start with here is competition. So, I believe in collaboration over competition. I think that growing up, a lot of talk was about competition, especially in business. Like, what's the competition doing? And yeah, you should be aware of those things. But here's the thing like, we are all so special and unique individuals. Like, no two people are like, there is absolutely no way in the world that two people are the same exact person with all of the same exact gifts and talents and strengths and ideas. And you can go to my event and you can go to someone else's event and they're going to be totally different, even if they're very similar, because we are different. Our energy is different. My experiences are different. And so it's important to create collaboration over competition. It's also a mindset thing. So when you're really focused on competition, like, oh my gosh, and I will tell you that it's a constant awareness because there are times that I fall into competition mindset, scarcity mindset, like, ooh, everybody's going to that. They're not coming to my event or whatever the case may be. You have to step back into the abundance mindset. This universe is so plentiful. There is enough for everybody. We're all on our own journey. And if we can collaborate together, we are going to expand that tremendously, especially for those of us that have a heart and soul led mission. We have a big vision for the world. We want to make a difference, which I feel like everybody on some level wants to make a difference. Maybe some have a bigger impact than others, but we're all doing our part. And even making a difference in one person's day can have a ripple effect, right? So, collaboration over competition, abundance mindset over scarcity. And you might have to continuously be in that reminder that there is enough, there's always enough. And if I connect with this person, you know, here's a perfect example. It just came to me. I sell doTERRA essential oils, and I meet a ton of other people that sell doTERRA essential oils, especially in my area. And I could have been like, oh, no, I don't want to like do anything with them. But we actually talked about doing collaborative events because it would benefit all of us. And we don't know all of the same people. We're not always the best fit to service someone that might be looking into essential oils. And so we became friends. And I actually ended up joining like their group for, I think it was like, it was a mastermind, and it was really cool. And now I have new friends that do oils in the area, and we could do things together, and we could still all be successful because you know how many people need oils? Tons. There's billions of people in the world, right? So that's a perfect example. Okay, so one big thing about the power of synergistic collaborations, I kind of touched on it earlier. It just makes doing life and business less scary. You're not alone. Like this morning when I was going live on this event, I was like, I have to do it. I have been leading up to all these things. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to quantum leap in my life and in my business right now. And so my friend is on the phone with me. We're messaging this morning, and then she calls me 5 minutes before, and she's like, Jen, you got this and you'll be great. And we go over my outline. Like I had that support. And then when I was actually on the live, although the people weren't on the video with me, they were in the comments. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Yes, this is awesome. And just seeing them, it felt like I was being held because I have created those collaborations with them. And they're people I've done things with, and we support each other. And so what the next point is that when you have synergistic collaborations, it's built-in support for you. So you want to show up for each other. We all want to have, it's like natural human instinct. We want to have support, connection, tribe. Back in the day when they were out hunting, they had to all rely on each other to be able to catch their food and cook it. And it's not a one person thing. And if you're a lone wolf, like I have been in the past, like, oh, I could do it all myself. It's a lot freaking harder. And I'll tell you what, I got stopped a lot of times because I would have imposter syndrome come up or self doubt. And that still happens now. But now I have people to call and say, hey, I'm having this kind of moment. I just need support. And then they're like, great. What kind of support do you need? Do you need a lend an ear, or do you need some motivation? Do you need me to come to your event? Like putting on an event and doing a master class, or anything that you are getting information, it's really nerve-wracking to come and be the speaker and do behind the scenes tech and monitor the comments. Like if you're in the world of entrepreneurialism, you know what I'm talking about. So it's nice to have that support there, right? And then the biggest piece for me with collaboration that I've realized is it's more fun. Like, this is fun coming on here. I love doing videos and sharing information. So this is a great time for me. But if I had someone on here with me, it would be even more fun. And what happens when you're in the vibration of fun is all of the vibration rises up. And when you're in a higher vibration in general, your power to manifest and to create and to bring things to reality, and your just creativity in general, your intuition, they all expand as well. And if you're into divine feminism at all, not feminism, but femininity, I guess would be the right word. You know that when you're in the feminine energy, we all have energy of masculine and feminine. I'm not talking about feminism, something totally different. But when you are in the energy of the feminine, you are in fun and pleasure and play. And when you have someone doing it with you, it's just a good time, right? It's like you can bounce off of each other. You know that you have each other. You're not alone. You're supported. And then a couple other great things about synergistic collaborations, it puts you into action. So I am putting on an event tomorrow called Called to Connect. synergistic collaborations because it's business focused for people to be able to find the people that they want and need to connect to in their business to help each other. And when you make these connections and you make plans, you're getting into action. So I love, I used this story earlier when I was on that live in the group. My friend Maria, she does these amazing heart song activations. She's a beautiful singer and she sings and she does these oracle card readings. And I asked her, I was like, well, we were scheduling a live for her to come on my platform and talk. And I said, have you ever done one of these live? And she said, I haven't. And she's like, I'm a little nervous. And I was like, okay, well, what do you think about doing it? Can you do it? And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, let's do it. And she had me. I was on there with her. She was held. It was fun. And she freaking did it. And that was the first time she did it. So it put her into action. And like for me, this event, I put on this event. I have a speaker coming to speak about human design in your business. I have a healer coming to do energy clearing. And I'm in action because I'm supporting these people and they're supporting me. And so all of us are like pulling ourselves forward. And it gives us accountability, right? I have to show up. I have to have everything in my schedule now to promote this event and to do these videos and to make posts. And it's just a lot more fun together. That's the best. That's my favorite one personally. So also, when you have synergistic and collaborations that are in alignment, you magnify times like 100. So when you are doing, if you've ever done a meditation by yourself and then you've meditated in a group, there is a huge difference of the energy because the energy comes together as a collective. So imagine when you have all of these heart and soul led entrepreneurs coming together and sharing and collaborating together. We are expanding like on a multiple level because another piece is that it opens you up to more people, opportunities, audiences, to reach more people. And that's the thing. We have these gifts and strengths and talents that we're here to share, that are given by source, God, universe, whatever you call it. And people need to know about it too. So when we do these synergistic collaborations, it ends up expanding on a level that it's just beyond imagination, and then the vibration goes up. And so when you're creating with the universe one on one, magic happens all the time. So then bring in other energies and other intentions and creations, and holy crap, like that's how the world gets changed. We talked about the abundance mindset, and yeah, the alignment. So I told this story earlier, so I thought it was cool to tell here. I can't share the video. This is why I decided to come live, because I don't think I can share the video outside the group because it's a private group. But when I went to go travel around the world, I was so supported by the universe, and I just made an intention and I trusted. And when I showed up places, people were just there, offered me places to stay, dinner, maybe bought me dinner or made me dinner, work exchange opportunities, like one thing after another. And so I just always think about it like, if the universe could do that for me while traveling, now that I'm stepping into my true purpose, mission, and vision, what is it going to look like with the universe and me co creating and bringing in other people that are doing the same? Like, mind blown. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned. So the last thing I want to say is we do have an event coming up tomorrow. I have created these new connection events. They're a little bit different than networking events. For me, I like networking events, but sometimes they could be a little draining. So I wanted to create a little bit more authentic connections, deeper conversations, like really getting to know people. And this one specifically is going to be about business synergistic collaborations, so, which is why the topic today was just perfect timing. It's tomorrow at 1 p.m. California time, which is Pacific Standard Time. That's the 27th. Tickets are $15 today, early bird pricing, and tomorrow they go up to $25. So the premise of the Call to Connect events is that if you feel called to connect, because we're always co-creating with the universe, then there's something waiting there for you. So show up, have a good time, no intentions, just we're going to have fun, and whatever happens, happens. There might be information, a person, a resource that's waiting for you to figure it out when you're at this event. And we have my friend Jen Rambala. She's going to be speaking about human design in your business. It will blow your mind once you find out your human design and how it affects your business and how you might be running it. Maybe it's made your business hard. And then my friend Melissa is going to do energy, Reiki, healing, and clearing at the end so we can leave all clear. And, it's nice to tune up every once in a while. And then we'll have some breakout rooms to connect one-on-one with the people that attend. So we'd love to have you. If you feel called to connect and you are ready to make your own synergistic collaborations, you can find the link. I'll put it in the comments. And I just want to end on one story about the power of a yes. So my friend, she's phenomenal. I put up an event. Well, events is the theme here. It was my birthday. It was my last birthday in San Diego before I left to come home and then travel. And I wanted a beach bonfire day, right? A whole day of just beach events and activities while I lived at the beach. And I put it on couch surfing because I knew I was going to be leaving to travel around the world. I'm a includer. I'm a more the merrier person. And this one girl responded, yes, she was going to come. And then she showed up. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. And because I'm an includer, I was like, hey, come, welcome, like, make her feel welcome, be friendly, introduce her to some people, sit by her. And she and I and a couple other friends ended up connecting later on and going to dinner another night. And it's funny because she's on my Facebook. So hopefully she sees this. And we all went out, and she's from Russia and my other friends from Russia. And they took us to a Russian restaurant. It was so fun. And we were getting to know her. She's new to a new town. So she's creating synergistic collaborations in the world of friendship, right? And she mentions that she's looking for a job. Well, that week I had heard that there was a job opening. Someone came to me and was like, hey, do you know anybody that might fit for this job? And so I said, yeah, I do. I don't know, what the job's about. And I don't know this person like super well, but she seems really cool. So I connected them, ended up being a phenomenal fit, like ended up getting the job, working together. We became like amazing friends. And she ended up meeting her husband there. So it's like her whole life and the trajectory of which path she was on completely changed because she said yes and showed up. So if you have any desire, small inkling, any feeling to be called to this event, we would love to have you. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I would love to see you there. And if it's not this one, maybe it's the next. Stay tuned.